comfortable with nudity. Are you? I thought we were over that in America since 1960 or something.
Oh yeah, we should have period.
Come back.
Yeah.
I never really worked with anybody in America. You know, I did work for a second with Dr. Nero and those people in Italy, but in America, I never was asked to do too many movies.
Cat people.
Cat people, yes.
What was that like?
Don't look for me. Now, these people are going to be looking for me in movies where, I mean, I can't even find myself.
Weren't you in Superman 1?
Pardon?
Weren't you in Superman 1?
I was Superman, but don't tell me. It's a top secret. I did all of the tricks.
You did the dance, right?
Yeah.
No, hey, I was in a Pasolini movie too.
What about?
But I'm behind the camera the whole time. I'm the cameraman who never comes out.
What was Pasolini's mother like?
Pasolini's mother was very nice. She didn't wear makeup. She didn't have a hairdo. You know, she just pulled it back.
She gave you a nice pasta.
It's very old earrings, but Pasolini didn't. He would like it if she had worn some lipstick. But you can't make everybody happy.
Alan, can you talk about Monty?
What do you want to hear? Something nice? I hope.
Yeah.
Well, I think meeting Monty was the whole thing. I mean, it explains really what it was all about. But I was invited to this very chic party for the ballet at Rebecca Harkness's house. She was the big doyenne or whatever of the ballet world, and she had a party for the ballet Les Noces, which was a ballet by Nijinsky's sister, Branislava Nijinsky, did this ballet in the 20s, and then
What do you mean she did the ballet?
she choreographed this ballet, and then it was never done until this point, which was around 66, 67. And I was invited to see it at Lincoln Center, and then I was invited to the party. And I arrived there, I was feeling kind of weird because this is also one of those periods where I was doing a lot of LSD and smoking a lot of grass. And I remember I went into the bathroom immediately with my code of behavior to go to the bathroom and smoke 3 or 4 joints and see how I felt. And if I wanted to stay at the party, then I would, and if I didn't, I would leave, you know. And anyway, I'm standing there, and I feel like I'm comfortable because everybody is fucking ridiculously rich, fucking ridiculously famous, you know. Steve Sondheim, Leonard Bernstein, and then all these people that I don't even know who they are, they're so rich or whatever, you know. And I thought, I better go and have something, some of the hors d'oeuvres before I leave, because I probably haven't eaten all day. And I see Montgomery Clift over there, and I had taken my tie off at one point in the room, and he noticed it, and so when I walked past, he said to me, I saw you do that. I said, what? He said, take your tie off. So then when I get back and I'm like eating hors d'oeuvres and I hear somebody behind me say, oh, you're back here with the rest of the bums, with the food, and it's me and him, you know, the rest of the bums. So here we are, and then he kind of nonchalantly leaned on these Venetian blinds that are wooden, the old-fashioned kind, and they all broke. And he was totally freaked out, and he was running. And I could see he was in a complete panic. So because I did a lot of LSD, I was like kind of psychic. So I went immediately to the butler and said, could I have Mr. Clift's coat, please? Overcoat. And he got it, and just as he handed it to me, Monty appeared, and I said, here, and he got in it, and he said, oh, thank you so much. You know, that was so kind of you, and I said, oh, please. I said, I just want to tell you that I think you're really a great actor. I said, you're so great, I feel like I know you, you know. And he started crying. And I'm like, oh, please, you know. Then he had his heart said, please call me sometime and have dinner with me. And I said, sure, you know. And actually, this is how I first went to the Warhol factory, because he invited me to go to a party for Nureyev at the factory. And Monty couldn't go out in public by himself. And his dearest friends would say to you, don't go out with him. But I didn't give a shit because I took a lot of LSD. You know, and so, you know, we arrived, and when we got to the party, you know, we're at a factory, and all the way across the length of the factory, I could see Tennessee Williams and Judy Garland, and they're both under the influence of, I would say, alcohol and pills. And Judy saying to Tennessee, you are so beautiful. And Tennessee saying to Judy, you are so beautiful. And and then I arrived with Monty, and I knew Monty knew them, and I was like very happy that he would have somebody that, you know, he could talk to in the business, because he needed that kind of feeling, I think. So he introduced me, and then very quickly I saw Billy Name, who was Andy's photographer, and I had met Billy in Spoleto, Italy, like a few years previous to this, and that's the first time I smoked hashish in a hookah pipe with wine in it. Sorry, remember that. And anyway, Billy had this little kind of cabinet of Dr. Kilgary in the factory. It was just this little kind of oversized bathroom or something. And he would play Maria Callas very loud in there and take a lot of speed and stay up for 5 days at a time or whatever. Very skinny and kind of bad complexion. But he had said to me, would you like to come and smoke a joint? And I said, oh, sure. So I go into the room and I smoke this joint, and I'm feeling, hey, really good. So I go back into the party scene, and they're playing music. And for me, this was a special thing that they were, you know, it was taped so that one song blended into the next one type of thing, versus the phonograph and going down and you have to start it up again, and there's the break between dancing. So I was very excited because I like dancing to dance, and I saw Edie Sedgwick. And I didn't know her, but I said, would you like to dance? And she said, no. And I said, well, fine. I'll dance by myself. And so I found myself in the middle of the factory and by myself. Everybody else is chatting about and whatever. And I started dancing, and I'm like really getting into the groove. And then the elevator comes up, and Nureyev walks out. And suddenly I figure I got to keep dancing because it would be stupid to just stop, you know? And